Speaking to me now is the former Commonwealth champion, Jamie Arthur. Jamie, why you decided to make a comeback to boxing?
Well, we say comeback. When you look at it, my career, it looks like I've had more comebacks than Rocky, But fact of the matter is, I've always said, with regards to big fights, title fights like this, a British title, Commonwealth title, then I'll carry on fighting. Boxed Jason Booth February the 5th last year. I was promised a rematch. That didn't materialise. So I just thought I'll take a step back from boxing and set up my own gym where we are at the moment, So this has been pretty much my driving force for the last few months. But then to get an opportunity to fight Scott Quigg, as they were saying nobody would fight him, then that's the cue for me to come back into boxing and the challenge that I wanted.
I know your last two fights, you didn't get much notice. How much notice did you have for this fight with Quigg?
Last two fights, well, I had Chris Hughes, I had 15 days. Jason Booth, I had 3 weeks. For this fight, I've had 7 weeks. I was already fit, because I've pretty much been living in the gym. Yeah, that's my lifestyle, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a fitness trainer. I'd been coaching boxing, so to get 7 weeks notice, if anything, it's been a little bit too long, because we'd set out a game plan. But it's given me the opportunity to try and stick to the game plan and make sure my boxing's exactly the way I want it to be for Scott Quigg, So yeah, 7 weeks has been pretty good.
You've mentioned you've stayed in the gym and you've stayed fit, but is that boxing fit? Is it going to be in ring rest? Would it be advisable to have a warm-up fight for a guy as good as Quigg?
It's a little bit too late for a warm-up fight now, isn't it? I'm just over a week away, So of course it's always a little bit different when you've got physical fitness training, if you like, compared to boxing fitness. Totally different standards. I'd been sparring, I'd been keeping my time in, and my distance, so everything's been going well. But then when you box somebody, as you say, as good as Scott Quigg, then it's going to be a little bit different. Your view of how good Scott Quigg is to my view of how good Scott Quigg is are two totally different things.
So how good do you think Scott Quigg is?
Of course he's undefeated, he's British champion now, so that puts him at a certain stage. Me, when I box to the ability that I can, then I can give anybody a good fight. So come February the 4th, we're going to see how good he is and how good I am.
Do you feel that you've been used as somewhat as a stepping stone for Quigg, and that Quigg has been seen by a lot of people as the next big British superstar, and you're being sort of overlooked slightly?
I've been there before. I've been there as people assume that I'm an easy target. When I boxed Akash Bhatia in his own backyard up in London, in York Hall, it's exactly the same format. I was going there as an opponent, somebody who was there to pad out his record, and it didn't quite work out like that. And I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm 32 years old, life makes you hard, and damn, I've had it hard, so I'm there, I'm prepared, I'm hungry, so I'm physically, mentally, 110%, so when I go up to Bolton, I'm going up there with the intention to win, nothing else. I don't care whether he feels that I'm there to pad his record, or whether he thinks that I'm a stepping stone. I hope he does. I hope he does think that I'm a stepping stone, that he's overlooked me. Because then when it comes down and we got to go to the trenches, toe-to-toe war, if need be, then we're going to see how good he is. And again, like I say, we're going to see how good I am. So it's going to be an exciting fight.
You mentioned the fight is up in Bolton. Once again, you're fighting away from home. Your fight with Jason Booth was very close. You didn't get the decision. Do you think you'll get a fair shake of the dice if it does go to the cards this time?
Well, I hope so, because like I say, at the end of the day, this is boxing. It's only bad for boxing if you get bad decisions. But the fact of the matter is, we have to get there. We have to get to the final bell before we can talk about any decisions, So that's not even in my mind. It's just win. Whichever way I've got to win, it's win. Simple as that. My heart, my mindset, my physical conditioning, that's what it's all set to, is to win and lift that belt at the end of it. So whichever way we got to do it that way. Like I say, I just hope it don't come to the judges where there's going to be iffy decisions. But like I say, I trust the British Boxing Board of Control. I trust Hatton Promotions that it's just going to be a great fight, and may the best man win.
You've already mentioned you've had around 7 weeks preparation for this fight. And have you got a set game plan, or have you got a few game plans? Or are you just going to sort of see how it goes on the night?
I've been boxing 22 years. I can box, I can fight, I can go to war. I can stay on the outside. I've got game plans, different game plans for every opponent. With 7 weeks notice, I feel that the game plan which I'm going to use to beat Scott Quigg is a game plan which will beat Scott Quigg. I've had enough time to drag or push it into myself, if you like. My biggest downfall is my heart. Sometimes I'm a bit stupid. I got too much heart and too much balls that I just go in there and have a toe-to-toe war, you know, and dragged into their way of fighting. Yeah, so I've had enough time for me to make sure that whatever game plan that I need to use, whether it be A, B or C, you know, I can change it and I can stick to the plan that I'm setting out.
After this fight with Scott Quigg, where do you go next?
Well, obviously, it's like anything, isn't it? You know, if I win this fight against Scott Quigg and I can move on to bigger and better things, just literally set up this gym now for me to start training youngsters as well. You know, so we're looking at our future on both sides of the ropes, if you like. Inside the rope, probably Frampton. You know, that's the fight I'd like, because him and his promoter have been slagging me off, if you like. You know, saying that I'm an old man, they didn't want to fight me. They were saying that they couldn't get an opponent for Carl Frampton. Yeah, at 2 weeks' notice, I said, I'll fight you. Yeah, and it just didn't come about. They turned me down on the offer. They didn't turn me down on the offer because I was too old and past it. Yeah, where I beat Chris Hughes for the Commonwealth title, so then they take the easy option with Chris Hughes. So that's probably the next fight that I'd like for everyone down the line, and if it comes off, brilliant.
Jimmy Arthur, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
See you, Jim. Thank you, Good luck, Pat.
Okay, thanks.